Hey, y'all, I got a great new album in the mail today.
You know I'm proud to be black, y'all, and that's a fact, y'all. And if you try to take what's mine, I take it back, y'all. It's like that.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them.
Licky, 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 licky. All that people, here's a serious song. It's right, not wrong. I should say right on. I gotta tell you something that you all should know. It's not a mystery, it's history, and here's how it goes.
Mr. Muhammad teaches us that Negro is a term that was applied to us during slavery by the slave master. And right today, it's a term that is used only to point out the descendant of slaves.
Our little kids are still brainwashed. They said the very same thing. Okay? So that's brainwashing. All right? Welcome to America.
You can't stand when those hipsters come in and try to tell you about your own neighborhood and try to take it over like they started that. Next minute they open a soul food restaurant and then they lie about where they got it from. Well, it's just multicultural type of different culture. It's black, man. You're feeding us ribs.
I'm proud to be black. Goddamn, I'm tired, my man. Don't worry about what color I am, because I'll show you how ill this man can act. It can never be fixed because it is all fact. And if you get away, I will not turn back. I'm proud of my name. My name is Daryl Mack. I'm black and proud, and I'll say it out loud. I'll share my story with the whole crowd.
To the Reelblack family and all those watching, peace and blessings. Love you.
You see, the
PSK is making that green.
People on the stage, what the hell does that mean?
People are people who can't understand. How one homeboy became a man. As for the way you scream and shout, one by one I knock you out. Came from the way my DJ cut. Other MCs you ain't say nothing. Rockin' on to the break of dawn. I think cool money. No time to storm. Yeah, buddy. Driving in my car down the avenue. Someone on the J skipping off the roof. Turning the corner to the fly young lady. Pulling to the curb and park on the city. I said, "Nah, lady, now you looking real nice. Sweet and honey, sugar and spice." I told her my name was Interesting. All about making that cash money. She said, "Sweetie, I know your game. I heard about you in the Hall of Fame." I said, "Mama, I tell you a lie. All I wanna do is to get you high enough, lay you down and do the right rock." So I walked to the corner and got in the car. Took a little trip to a fancy bar. Got so loose some cake, no coke. Tell you now, bro, it ain't no joke. Got to the tip, maybe on the bed. I'm fucking from my toes to the top of my head. I finally realized the girl was poor. I gave her $10. Yeah, for more. What? Hey! Come on! PSK is making that green. People say, what the hell does that mean? People are people who can't understand how one homeboy became a man. As for the way you scream and shout, one by one I knock you out. Came from the way my DJ crack. All they see was you ain't seen nothing. Rocking on to the break of dawn. I think cold money. Your time is short. Yeah! Old school in the build.
Hey, what up, family? It's Saturday night. I'm going to try and do this every Saturday as long as we have break and I'm not tied up with other stuff. Yeah, I need you. I need you guys. We are embarking on a new journey with Reelblack, which is to get into the world of physical media. And I need to know who out there is going to support either just spiritually by retweeting, reposting, or making cash donations, but not asking for perks, or people that are legitimately interested in the physical media game. But once again, I should introduce myself. It's Mike, and I am the host and founder of Reelblack TV, and we are live. It is on the East Coast, Saturday, 1:41 p.m., and I see a lot of friendly faces out there. And I'll get to spoiler-free discussion of Sinners in a bit when we get a few more people in the room, let's say. But let's see who's in the room. L Brown is here. Good evening. Hey, Hanlon Jones, Donnie, welcome. Yeah, we're not going to spill the beans. I know a lot of people haven't gone yet to see Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan. He plays twins in the movie. I think that's well known going in. And we've got Molly here. Oh, where are your treats? Hang on. Gotta look for treats. 1 second. I'll play some video for you as we get some treats. How's that? So Black Ninja. Well, I don't go that far in yet. Let's see what I can play that'll get your attention. Well, we're talking about Riverbend restored, and we made an announcement earlier on Instagram. We can talk about that.
Riverbend, Georgia, 1966. A timeless community where nothing changes.
So if you come to town tomorrow, I'm warning you! You can't just go on killing Negroes. Times have changed. Now, we all know what happened to Marcus. Now, there's the example of a man going to the law. And God damn it, look what happened to him.
Now come on out here, boy. I want to talk to you.
I'm doing the talking. I'm going to take care of this now.
God damn it, get back. Oh, I swear I feel.
If you really are what you say you are, help us protect ourselves. Or show us how to do it.
I don't ever want to hear the words boy, nigger, or colored used again.
Only one man can teach them to fight.
Next time we meet, the town will be ours. You people are now our hostages.
We really don't know what the situation in the town is. We can't get close enough to find out.
When we get word from you that you have located the hostages, we're going to roll over that front line.
I've located and freed the hostages. They're in the big church. They're all safe. You can move in now.
Margaret Avery.
You gonna get out of here?
Steve James. Tony Franks.
Tell me, goddammit!
2 men locked in combat.
You think you bad? This has been a long time coming. Come on!
Riverbend. The battle for freedom has just begun.
Hey, boy, I want to talk to you. Answer me!
This is my answer.
Yeah, so that's Riverbend. For those who are new or have been hanging out for a while. And this is Molly, everybody. She's ready for her TREATSs. So, yeah, it's Kung Fu Joe, rest in peace, from the director of American Ninja, and the star of American Ninja is Riverbend. And, if you've been following us, the lives for the last 4 or 5 years, you'll know we've been making an attempt to rescue the film from being lost. And I'll have some good news and I'll announce some of it today. We'll be restoring the film in 4K from original elements. So that will be happening soon, and we're going to need some help to do that. 4K is what you're watching. Your television sets are 4K. We're going to restore Riverbend in 4K. How's that? And that's the breaking news. Let's see. Well, you want treats? Steve James deserved to be a bigger star than he was. Yes. Oh, come on, cut out. Yeah, mean mugging Molly McButter. Oh yeah, you can't see her. Okay, one more. Okay, now go away. Let me host the show. All right, bye. Tail on my face. How's everybody doing out there? Did you have a good week? Let me see. Yeah, internet don't hear. Yeah, a lot of people are going to spoil Sinners. All right, okay, we got 58 people in the room. I can get into it. Before folks get tired of me talking about all this stuff. I I went to see Sinners. I knew a few people that had seen it before, and they kind of said, temper your expectations. Good film, not great, entertaining. I stayed engaged the whole time. It's a little slow getting to the payoff stuff. It's a 2 hour and 17-minute film, and the first half, there are no, I guess I can say, the V word, if you can figure that out. So you have to be patient and allow for the character development. But once it gets going, it gets going. And there's some beautiful stuff happening in there. Ryan Coogler is a really good director, a really great director. I'm not even going to say good at this point. He's a master of his craft. And what he does, he's very good at knowing what the masses want to see, right? So he made a horror movie with some Afrocentric stuff going on in it. It's not as apparent what he's doing, to me at least, as he did in Black Panther, which was entirely spiritual, but he definitely ties into the spirit and nature of Black people. I think, it being a Hollywood film, this is the only thing I'll say until we get into it later. More people get a chance to see it. I think he compromised certain things in order to get the movie to appeal to everybody. I'm not going to say he can't get any movie made, but it seems like they had it set up. I don't want to say anything to spoil this movie for people, but I gotta go with my initial feeling that most film made, especially stuff made in Hollywood, is designed to reinforce the status quo, right? Status quo means the system of white supremacy. So I think spiritually, the film wants to confront the nature, the hate, so to speak, that goes with white supremacy and that system, that evil system that terrorized Black people all these years, especially in 1932 when this movie is set. But I think they compromised the villain to become these supernatural beings more so, or for supernatural reasons more so than if they just wanted to call out hate. I don't know. That might be a little, I don't know if that makes sense to people that have seen it. I'm trying not to say anything that would spoil who the villains are, what the nature of the villainy is. But or the monsters, we should say, because we know it's a horror film. So, that being said, well-crafted, beautiful music and some fantastic cinematography. Michael B. Jordan is very, very strong as a character who plays a twin of himself, Smoke and Stack. And I was impressed to see that if you stay for the end credits, you'll hear our good friend Alice Smith performing the closing theme song. And if you don't know who Alice Smith is, somebody that we followed for a long time, and I'm here to present you one of the first, if not the first, video of hers that we had on the channel. So here's Alice Smith doing Dream from her first album.
Just listening is fine. I'll try not to take it personal. No! When I wake up in the morning time, I
like she's sleeping by my side. I think about the nights we had before. Wanna give you some more, let you know I truly adore you. Damn, tell you that's why you're so sweet. Wait, kiss me and make my knees go weak. We could be forever happy forever, whatever. Never gonna take the fantasy away from you. I need to make everything you see a dream. It seems to me you'll never find another lover who would lie to give you all that you need. And I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the day. There was a time I didn't have you around. Back in the days, my heart never made a sound. Now it's beating on my head in the clouds. Never doubt that I'll always be down to hang around you. You make me feel so good inside. The way I feel when you look in me makes me wanna cry. No description of mine. You do make my love ring. I'll tell you that I love you. I need to make everything you see a dream. It seems to me you'll never find another lover who's lie to give you all that you need. And I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the I'll be there to love you each and every night and all. I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the I'll be there to love you each and every night and all through the day.
It's Alice Smith, friend of the show, and is featured in the end credits. It's theme song for Sinners. It's as where I see the thing. Why would you expect something subversive based off his filmography? I was hoping that he would delve deeper now that he had sort of a free pass to discuss certain things. You know, because the door's wide open when you watch the film. You know that this movie could target or at least explore the nature of race and difference in that particular time and place, but it doesn't necessarily go in that direction. I mean, it kind of hints on it, but it doesn't. But what it does do really well is capture the essence of the blues, what the blues were about. As somebody says, it's let me find the quote. Is a love story, familiar, romantic, and erotic. I mean, it has no problem showing black love on display in the most bluesy way, in the most blues tradition. And it definitely understands what the spiritual nature of music is about. How these same 12 notes carry themselves through everything. And maybe I was hoping for more. I mean, I know some people, top movie sources, saying that he gives it a 10 out of 10. I have a stigma. I give it 6 out of 10. And I'll say that I never really felt like I trusted the storyteller in this one because of the way he sets the characters up in the very beginning of the film. It's not sure who you're supposed to trust, and he doesn't necessarily make any of the characters, not that I need it, likable. So who we gravitate to still has to have a likability, and I think a lot of people like Michael B. Jordan. I'm not necessarily a person that likes or dislikes Michael B. Jordan. I certainly loved him as in Black Panther, and he brings a little bit of that flavor, of Killmonger to one of the brothers' characters, but not to the extent that I would want to see that happen. So anyway, and then it's very difficult to watch this movie and not think of From Dusk Till Dawn by Tarantino. So it's a very open and obvious comparison, the two movies. And there's a touch of Tarantino towards the end of Sinners that in terms of revisionist history or wish fulfillment. And I didn't see this with a whole bunch of people in the theater, but I suspect that the retribution or retributable, if I'm making up a word, please tell me, retributable moment in the film, which is supposed to provide catharsis for the whole audience. It didn't really do it for me. So Pierre LeFou, you had a chance to see it. I mean, if anyone wants to come on, just wave your hand up. Like your hand up. I'll put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to chat about it on camera, I'm open to that. Molly's back. What is it, dear? What is it, dear? Come here. Don't be a stranger. Here she is. So she likes these new treats. I don't get paid to endorse anything, but these are relatively new in the stores. Meaty mix-ups. They're soft and they work well with her because she doesn't have any teeth. So something soft and yummy she's become an addict on this, and I've allowed it. Unfortunately, I've enabled the whole situation. Yeah, it's an ugly situation over here at the dentist residence. Molly is gobbling up cat treats. Scoop Newsworthy reporting. So we talked about Riverbend. I meant to show this before, and this is the VHS of Riverbend. You gonna get down? Oh, okay. That's a nice screen cap. Somebody send that to me. All right, get out of here. So Riverbend, we're gonna turn this old video into a 4K release if you're just tuning in. So I got more stuff for you. Not quite yet. It's a little early in the show. Let's see. Kitty Crack. Open for spoilers. I don't want to spoil it. I think, you know, the reason why, it's two reasons. One, I think people should support whenever there's a good black movie in theaters. I think people should support it in theaters and help see it. And secondly, I know most people are going to watch the movie, are going to see it at home, but there is a special experience about witnessing something for the first week at least, sight unseen, not knowing what to expect and being caught off guard. So I'm not going to be that person. You can go to other channels and they'll have the insights into what the symbolism represents, and they'll be comparing the movement to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance and all this other stuff. But you know, I'm not going to do that one. Anyone see Ganja and Hess? That's a great black vampire film. You know, I've seen it many times. I still don't quite understand it. Quite frankly, the appeal. You know, now you want to talk about a slow burn. Ganja and Hess, boy, that movie moves slow. And I might have just cost myself the ability to teach black cinema by saying such a thing about Ganja and Hess. But that's, you know, it's a slow burn. You know, it's not Blade or, you know, anything with tons of action. Ganja and Hess is an art film disguised as a horror film. So, but which is fine. I think that was the intention of it when they made it. So, and I think it was definitely a counter move to what was otherwise being made in 1972, 73, 74, you know, in that black film wave. It stands out in that respect. Let's see. Blade is still, you know, number one. Yeah. Did you get a chance to see Sinners yet? Or do you plan to go see Sinners in the theater? That's the next question I have. And I got a couple more little videos that I have queued up. Let me see what's left here. Oh, here's an oldie but goodie. This will get flagged.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Steven Twitch Boss, and you're watching Reelblack. Real simple. Okay? You put your arms up like that. Now just roll back like this. Now you got to roll into it. Put a little roll into it. Put a little finesse in your roll. There you go. Put a little finesse. Put a little finesse in your roll. Exactly. Now bring the hands up like this. This is the way you do it. Now watch. We're gonna do a tag team move. Watch this. So say this is the special lady right here. All right. Put our hands up like this. Get to rolling on it. We call this the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. Boom. Turn around. Get some of the Eiffel Tower.
Get some Eiffel Tower. All right. Al, come on. How many times have you seen it? How many times have you gone back to it without me showing it to you? That video it actually should have more views. Actually, I am not even. Let me see, how many views does Twitch have on the channel? It's moved over to 2, but before we moved it over, it had Twitch had let me see. Twitch shows Mike D some stripper moves. It's a TikTok video, and let me see if it 3,000 views. That's all. As hard as I work, 3.3 thousand views. I know we're being shadow banned. You know, I've probably shown it more times than people have clicked it. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one who has an issue. Let's see who's here. All right, so people are drifting out. Let me find some more stuff to show. It's gonna go up and down. I mean, the hour just started 12:05 in the morning on Sunday. Happy Easter! Happy Easter! Do we have any gospel music that I can play? It's officially Easter. Let me see if I hit Easter, if anything shows up. Oh, Happy Easter from Reelblack. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm not going to do that. It's you can Google Happy Easter. I'm not going to play that. It might get flagged. Happy Easter. All right. I can play a little bit of this. This might be interesting. Search Jesus. That's our typical thing. So I'll cue that up. You can see the first opening of that. Okay, so it's going to take a minute. Please share this late night edition of Reelblack. Am I ASMR or am I just annoying? Like a lot of people say, oh, I like the sound of your voice. It helps me to sleep. Or did I see it in IMAX? No. I didn't go to the IMAX viewing. I just caught the first show in general. It might have been an HD or XD cinema. I think it was supposed to be an X definition or something, but it didn't blow me away. Anyone ever watched Killer Sheep? Yeah, it's playing in New York and around the country this weekend. You're right. 4K release. Killer Sheep. So yeah, if you want to support that, please do. I don't have any interviews with Charles Burnett. I have a Q&A from the Lincoln Film Center, film at Lincoln Center on the channel. We love Charles Burnett. He recently had a birthday, and in honor of the anniversary, I believe 1978 is Killer Sheep, so it's not an anniversary year. It's just a 4K in honor of his birthday. All right, you'll come up. All right. Let me find the invite thing. Invite guest. Copy. All right, I'll put the StreamYard link here. Mr. Rogish, if you want to come on, that's the link. I'll give it a minute or two. Let me find something else to play while we await Mr. Rogish's neighborhood's arrival. So yeah, take your time, get yourself ready. I'll play a video and then we'll jump into some more talk. Oh, this I had queued up in relation to Riverbend. It's kindred the family soul.
Right here. Check out the group if I get tickets, dog. Can I get tickets, man? I'm already sold out.
That just arrived, and I'm going to see if I'm on the guest list. Hopefully I am.
Work with me, man. Work with me, man. You know somebody up in there, man. You got the camera, man. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, hey, hey. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Come on, Billy. Hey, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. What is it good for? Yeah.
Okay, so that's in honor of our upcoming release, Riverbend. You can hang on or get rid of your VHS copies if you have it. We're coming back in 4K in time for Steve James's birthday next year. All right, Roguish Son in the building. You ready? Welcome back. Welcome, Black.
Welcome, Black. What it do, brother, man? Respect.
It's good. Well, I want to talk about. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You saw Sinners. I see. It's hard for me to talk about it extemporaneously. I don't want to give anything away, honestly, but I think there's certain things, and I don't want to say anything bad about the brother because he put his foot in it, So I don't want my criticism to come off as negativity, but my overall, I feel like in the writing there was a switch that there are a couple things in the writing that I didn't necessarily go along with in the ride. I didn't necessarily feel comfortable in the filmmaker's hands because of the way the opening scene is set up, where you're not really sure what's going on with one of the main characters. And then also, but you do know what's going on with the white characters. And when they're introduced to the black characters, there's a level of distrust. There's a level of distrust that the audience should have for what's about to happen. But it really shakes my DNA, not because I have a distrust of white people. I have a distrust of white people in movies. They tend to be not up to any good when it comes to the situation. I think if they're going to spend as much time setting up the movie, they really should have shown the community as being very self-sufficient, self-reliant, and that these guys, the Smoke and Stack brothers, were a big part of that fabric of the community because, there are. Did you see the movie? I should just ask.
No. I thought you were speaking of the Riverbend when you were speaking.
I'm talking about Sinners.
You're talking about Sinners, right? I haven't seen it yet, but
all right.
I saw the trailer.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll bounce this up and then we can go into some other stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Riverbend's about racism, and you know exactly who the bad guy is,
right?
And you know who the bad people are in Sinners. It's not unclear. It's just
it's not as cut as it need to be.
I think it's me. I think it's just me and my own personal relationship.
The distrust that you might have. Yeah.
The distrust and not really feeling like I was in good hands with the movie. And then at a certain point, I felt validated in my distrust. Not to say that I turned on the movie, that I didn't go where it wanted me to go. It's just they cloud up the nature of the villainy to an extent that I felt was unnecessary. Like if they had just said, "Hey, we represent the spiritual minded people,
right?
And the villains don't, and we need to fight to survive. We need to fight for our own survival." That would have been enough for me. But they made it into a genre picture, So.
The villains had a little bit of protagonistic appeal to them as well.
Depending on who you watch. Well, that's a good question. I mean, there might be some people that dream of being vampire. Oops, I don't want to say that. I mean, everyone knows it's a vampire movie. I mean, I'm being a little.
No, I thought it was zombie. I wasn't too sure because I saw the trailer, and I don't know if the homie wanted blood or if he wanted flesh, and now you know what I'm saying the zombies don't eat brains no more, so that's whack.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So how have you been? What's up with you? What's up? What's up with you?
Maintain, brother, maintain. How you and is it Lily?
Huh?
The
Philly.
cat. Your cat name is
Molly.
Philly?
Molly.
Molly. All right. I know
Nah,
there's a
I
double L in
named
there somewhere.
if I you know named her, maybe I would name her something like Philly or Schmidt, Mike Schmidt or something. I'm Mike Dennis. Maybe I would
All right.
if I had a boy cat, it would be called Mike Schmidt or something like that. Hey Schmitty, come here. Schmitty, because I was a big Phillies fan when I was growing up. I actually saw games with Mike Schmidt on third base and Charlie Hustle on first base. You know, I remember being at the vet all the way in the 700 level and seeing Pete Rose do a headfirst dive in the second base. I mean, that's something people don't even do anymore because they don't want to risk getting hurt, getting spiked. You know, but I can say I lived through that era. So,
see what Jolemite said? In my opinion, vampires aren't the antagonists. Interesting. You know what? When it comes to vampire movies, like, I don't know. I never really been a horror movie type of cat, because you know I don't know. My people came up watching Friday the 13th. You know, Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're kind of sick with it. So I can give it to zombies, vampires though. All right, I can dig it. All right.
Well, you know, it is. What can I say? Yeah, I just this early in the run of the film, and it's a movie that requires you to be in suspense. I couldn't get on board the train personally, and just because I didn't necessarily trust where we were going with it. You know, it's like, okay, all right, who's supposed to be good? Who's supposed to be bad? What are we supposed to be afraid of? You know,
maybe there's a new style of telling this story. The setting was the 1930s.
32, yeah, and Clarksdale, Mississippi. So it's the height of Jim Crow, and these brothers are. Well, I don't even want to get into the story.
Yeah. Damn,
because I never saw the trailer. But they project as badass, but then it's Michael B. Jordan playing the part. So it's only so badass. He was good as Killmonger because he was up against Chadwick, but on the badass meter.
He doesn't wear that well on his own, huh?
Well,
his metal might not be
they're
as
not
shiny as it's
I'll put it
supposed to.
that way. They're not the craze.
Right.
They're not ruthless with their villainy. They're not the most gangsterish, in my opinion.
Is that what makes a adequate villain for one to be, I guess, a certain kind of ruthfulness? If they carry that, like you would think that being a villain would actually be easy. I think being a villain and playing crazy, that's got to be some of the easiest roles to do. And like homie who played Joker said he had a problem with the laugh. And I'm like, if you got a problem with the laugh, you're not supposed to be playing Mr. J.
Right. Well, I guess, what can I say? I mean, it's very easy to paint the Klan as being evil, but if you don't see them doing evil things and you just hear about them doing evil things, it's not the same thing. So I didn't really feel threatened by the white folks. They didn't make them out to be that awful, and they didn't make the black people out to be so bad that it's like, okay, all right, head to head. I don't know, you're too young, you don't remember head to head football?
Yeah, I remember head to head football. What you mean as far as
head to head soccer?
Yeah, I remember that. Like the you know what I'm saying?
It was like, oh geez, I don't have it here. I have it.
The electric joint? You talking about the electric?
The little handheld electronic games from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So they had the Mattel Electronics football and the Mattel
Tiger or something, right? It was made by Tiger, I think.
Probably, yeah. So head to head, you had to have a friend, or else you're out of luck.
Right.
Because it was a football game, but there were controls on both sides of the game.
Right.
So, it should have head to head white supremacists and bootleggers. That would be the game. So on one hand, you could be, hey, I want to be the defense. I want to play offense. Whatever.
Right.
So that's what the movie promises. Whether or not it delivers that, I don't know.
Okay.
It's up to
When it
you
comes
know.
to pieces in those times, that's the only reason why I find them difficult to watch is because to have to, exit the theater and walk back into this society where you see certain remnants, and it's like, eh. You know what I'm saying? It almost feels like I'm, so like it tease
But I
you a
mean,
little bit.
the movie. I mean, I think if Tarantino had taken on the same project, and he already did in a way with From Dusk Till Dawn,
Mhm.
it would have been more. The body count would have been higher. There would have been more set up
Played
in
it
terms of
safe.
like
Huh?
who the bad people really, how bad they really are. By taking things into the supernatural realm, you get away with certain things. You can
Right.
get away with certain things. Oh, okay. So Joelmite is saying that it's morally gray.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So all right, PL. I'm just So I guess that's my overall critique is that they didn't set the characters up well enough for me to be invested in the payoff. I'll
Damn.
put it that way.
But yeah, and the
So
trailer looked
visually, it's
promising.
great. The music is great, and the
Yeah.
cinematography, all that stuff. And then technically, I mean, there's one sequence that's really like the set piece for the whole movie,
Mm.
where you visually imagine you're taken into a reality where all these different eras of black music are fused together in this one little juke joint. So
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
yeah, I mean, if you just took that one scene, that'd be like, it's sort of like it felt like it was out of the movie Idlewild. It was so immense.
Idlewild. You probably think like Idlewild. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Idlewild, I think to me, I mean, it's not a successful movie by any stretch, but there are moments in it that are just sheer brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but
Baby,
what's
I
going on?
am.
Nobody sent any money yet. Before I get into the next video, what's were you talking about Riverbend? Have you seen Riverbend?
Yes. I remember I watched it years ago on here. I saw it a couple of times.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
someone mentioned it being a slow burn, and yeah. But the thing is, you don't only watch those. I don't only watch those movies just for the sake of um the pace and okay, let's just see the excitement. And like, no, I want to see how we put a movie together when it's us. Ever since I was a child, you know what I'm saying? You always pay attention to everything because, shout out to Black Dynamite. From time to time, little things stood out in production that caught your eye, and it's like, okay, wow, just wondering how the whole process goes with us and having been on the set before, and it's like, yeah, I take in everything when I watch a black movie, everything.
Okay. Well, I
Like
mean, we're in an interesting phase. Now, I mean, we spent 5 years just trying to, just get the movie awareness about it. Now
Right.
we have to sell it. We have to figure out, well, what markets are we trying to get? Who's more likely to come out and see and support the film? What theaters would we want to place it at?
I
You
was
know,
surprised how much it drew me in, seeing that I watched it. You could say that you watched it in these modernized times, and I'm saying whatever you got to compare to it, it still would draw you in. It is the fact those who played, I'm not gonna say opposition, but those who were neutral to the brothers' arrival and I'm saying willing to put in work, and they're like, nah, that's not the way we do it here. It was like, yo, that was palpable.
mhm.
And I don't know. I always thought of myself as a natural born revenger, if you will. So I've always been on the mind state. Look, you know what I'm saying? If it's on, then it's on. I'm from North Tulsa, man. In Black Wall
Well,
Street, cuz. It is what it
well,
is, man.
well, for those tuning in late, I mean, I love the movie Riverbend. Me personally, I love the movie Riverbend because it shows black people with agency standing up
Yes.
to their oppressors, right?
Yes.
a lot of people are just gonna be Steve James fans, Canon movie fans, and they want to be completists and they want to have Riverbend in the collection. A lot of people like discovering lost works of art and will support the movie just on that strength. So we have all these quadrants. It's the Black film audience, and then foundational Black Americans.
Right.
The core for this channel.
This is history for us.
This is an opportunity to demonstrate some self-empowerment
Yes.
because I'm seeking to launch the very first Black-owned boutique Blu-ray label. I mean, there's lots of there's lots of Blu-rays out there, but none of it's controlled by us. So so we could play museums, we could play I don't see long runs, but one-nighters around the country.
Right.
Blu-ray collectors, if we package it nicely and we tell the story about how the movie was made and how it was discovered again, that becomes important. And so we want to go where the rubber meets the road. We don't want to try and convince people that are not part of the audience that they need to invest money in this, but we want people that are interested in these types of movies, Vietnam War movies.
Right.
Also, this is a lost piece. We want them to, give them the opportunity to help preserve this film. I've taken it as far as I can go as a single individual person, and now we need to start launching crowdfunding, quite frankly, before the end of the summer, so that we can not only restore the film properly, but be at the screenings.
Right.
Just travel alone to bring the talent involved in the movie could be very expensive. So we need to get money in the kitty. So
life of a curator, man. We appreciate the work you put in, brother.
Yeah. So have you seen any flicks this week or recently?
I've not. I've been working and working and working. That's it. Trying to. I don't know. I think I might be breaking into IT, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
You don't work for the government though.
No. Right now, I'm in healthcare, and it's.
Okay,
Look,
you don't
man,
have to get deep into it.
everything ain't supposed to be about the money, man. It seems like everything's about the money. I think something's supposed to just be for the sake of health. And it's like, all right, if it's gonna be about the money, I'm gonna go where the money at. All right, then what I'm saying. Everybody talking about IT.
Oh well, yeah. Well, same boat. I mean, it's only a certain number of years left that I have to actually work. I don't want to be like 90 years old trying to climb upstairs to take videos. Interview people. At a certain point, you want your work to stand for itself and support you in a way. So I'm looking at that exit strategy as well. But it's embarking on this new journey, starting this video label is very exciting to me. And it's just so much work is hard to track down if it's not owned by corporations,
right?
And they so then it becomes, I don't know how interesting this is, but this is one of the dilemmas, right? Well, it's twofold, right? So, and I'll take a poll if anybody has anything to chime in on this, because this is what I'm thinking about this week. So I think as much as we need full across the board distribution of Black film, and I'm new to the game, so I don't know how much of that is streaming. Like, I don't know how much of and how much people want to buy physical copies of new movies. I think they just want to see new movies on streaming, and they want to collect the movies that they grew up with in their childhood or remind them of their youth.
Right.
So the question becomes, are we a physical media label or are we a distribution company? There's a need for distribution, but if we want to survive, how many movies are really out there that we can release on a regular basis that we can get all rights to and have a piece of the stream,
right.
or is it just relegated to movies like Riverbend, independent film pickups? Because it is a big market, streaming, and no one really wants to give up their rights to that, and so I have to prove that I'm hands-on, that I'm gonna, just like I did when I was screening movies in person, here in Philadelphia. I'm hands-on, and I'll make sure that the right people to see your movie,
Right.
So that's the question mark on that. And then is there enough work out there to sustain a label, or has it all been devoured by the majors? So
Ooh, that's a good question right there. Because like you said, when it comes to streaming, no one is looking to give up any of their position, and due to the cultural factor that you will be representing, that is supposed to play a significant part of influence as well. But it comes back to how has the larger public been conditioned to receive Black media that's largely as just a consumer product or something to actually cherish. And I think, I don't know about when it comes to that cherish money, I think they might
and we're about to go through a little downturn. It's very obvious that money's going to be a little harder to get hold of or hang on to for in the foreseeable future. So I mean, how much you can say, if you build it, they will come. But then if you build something like that's a luxury item in the middle of a slight economic downturn, you may be sticking your neck out. So I mean, I think the answer to that question is very important, that we have the ability to stream Riverbend as well as get the physical media out. And with Black Ninja, I think it's the same situation. Do you know about Black Ninja? Have you been following this story?
I'm not Black Ninja.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you about Black Ninja, and we'll wrap it up. So it's an urban action movie from 2003 that my good friend Clayton Prince, best known for his role on Denise's boyfriend, an episode of The Cosby Show, and the TV series Dark Justice. He plays a defense attorney by day, vigilante ninja by night.
Okay.
So here's and it features Heather Hunter and John Canada Terrell. And here's the trailer.
My life was so different 5 years ago. I was married, 2 kids, but I lost everything when I defended Shinji Hagiwara. My clients were guilty, but jail was too good for them.
Yeah, whatever.
So I handled them on my own.
You kill everybody in the house. Capiche?
What comes around goes around.
Yo, what year is that?
2003.
That's 2003. Was
Yeah,
that out
well, it looks a
before
little
Black
older because it's
Dynamite?
out on film.
Yo, was that out before 2003? That was before Black Dynamite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It should be fun. So we're cleaning that one up. I mean, it's a
He actually had a ninja.
restoration, but we're missing. Clayton had all the film in his basement.
Mhm.
And at one point, apparently there was a flood, so one reel, about 4 scenes got lost. So we have to. It's not a full thing. It's a little disappointing, but so I don't know if we're gonna do physical media on that one or just try and get it to Tubi and places like that. But because it is a big expense to make physical media, but it just depends. We're doing a documentary that's going to premiere May 17th at the East Coast Black Age of Comics convention. The work in progress edit of the documentary Making a Black Ninja and or Memories of Black Ninja. I'm not sure how we're going to talk about it, what the framework of the documentary is going to be. But that's happening, and sometime next year we'll have Black Ninja and Riverbend out on the label. So
Okay, Black Ninja. Okay, a lawyer by day, and so he's somewhat like the Punisher as well. Somewhat like the Punisher, Daredevil. That's
Daredevil.
interesting.
Yeah, it's sort of like Daredevil. I keep hearing, I'm not a comic book guy, but everybody says, "Oh, that's Daredevil," except he's not blind, but maybe he can't see because his character basically has a do-rag over his eyes.
Well, the thing is, also he said my clients aren't innocent or they're guilty or whatever, and so the way that they got out of jail and paused but blew him off and like, all right then, well I'll take care of you myself. I know the system won't, so that's a Punisher-esque type of ethos to it as well.
Okay, I got you. Diary of a Hitman. I actually have a laser Diary of a Hitman over Pierre LaFou's hanging out tonight with that's with Forrest Whitaker. I have a laser disc of Diary of a Hitman. It's a good movie. But yeah, so that's any final thoughts before I let you go? I mean, it's not gonna be a long marathon like last time.
Nah, no worries, no worries.
Hour mark. We're at the hour mark. I don't see too many other people. I mean, people are up late. I mean, I can answer any questions that people may have, but I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about today.
Well, I appreciate the sharpness as always, and appreciate the hospitality, bro. All right, be well.
All right, peace. All right, so I'll just take some questions if anybody has them. We'll do a roll call, and then we'll get out of here at the hour. I think sometimes people, when they see long replays, they shy away as well. So, any questions, class? Oh, thank you, everybody who's been a part of my journey as becoming a professor. I'm teaching at Temple University, as you may know. The last 4 semesters. My 4th semester is about to wind up, and wind up this week. And any books am I reading? I bought a lot of books for research because I'm planning on trying to write a book finally. So I got some books for formatting, and I have not really read through them. I've just been looking at the overall look and feel of the books to determine like what kind of thing is it going to be. Is it going to be a coffee table book with a lot of pictures, or a coffee table book with a lot of words? Is it going to be a scholarly publication? Is it what am I capable of working on and writing? So and getting finished. That's the main thing. I don't want to start something and then it gets so ambitious that I can't get it to completion. So, but to answer your question, what books I've been getting, let me play let me play a little video, and then I'll show you some books that I picked up recently. Remove from studio, and I'm down to the last video or two in the chat. So this will get us. Yeah, we only have 2 videos left. So we have Smokey.
Right now, we're gonna boogie.
Okay, so I mean, for example, Pierre LaFille asked, "Oh, Molly's back. Hey, girl, you see me with stuff? You see me with stuff? You see me with stuff? I'm on the TV. Hey, Bergen Paris is here. Oh, Sentinel 77 horror mystery. Love it. So I'm a big fan. I've read through these are good books to flip through. Turner Classic Movies books, Forbidden Hollywood, and I think these are the same author, Mark Vieira. They're like history books with lots of photos and Into the Dark about film noir. So if I could get to that level, I would love it. And then just digging in the crates, doing research. There's a book called Hong Kong Babylon, which is like an index of Black film. You know, that kind of book has gone by the wayside because of things like Letterboxd and different things, IMDb and things like that. It's less likely that I need to do my own capsule reviews on Black movies when you have Letterboxd. So I like, we talked to Josiah Howard back in the day, Blaxploitation Cinema. This is a little dated style. I mean, he didn't really have a lot of information when he sought out to make this book, so it's affected. And then this is one that's a classic for all times. David Walker was a part of it. What It Is, What It Was, from Miramax Books, Hyperion Press. It's a movie poster book with interviews and essays about the genre of blaxploitation. So that's what's been on the front of my pile lately. What's going on? And then this just came in today. I'm super duper excited. Still sealed. My copy 1761 out of 5,000. Drop Zone by John Badham, who's been on the show. And Drop Zone from Vinegar Syndrome, Cinematograph. I'll be watching that this week. So that's about all I got. All right. So it's 12:45. Molly still wants treats. You want one? You want some more? Exploitation movies are American historical films. I like, well, yeah, and some of them are just trash. Some of them are just trash. I mean, a lot of them are great. All right. I have David Walker's book, Badass Mofo. Oh my goodness, this is cracked. With the level of content and quality of your material, your place would probably be like a museum in the hood. Oh, I don't necessarily know if I'm in the hood, but I mean, I would love to. I mean, I'm not up there with Spike, but I mean, Spike literally he's been collecting materials to have his own museum, basically. You know, I like my archive of Black film. You know, they're at this stage of the game, there are very few movies that you call a Black film. that have been commercially released and made available that I don't have in the collection. So yeah, I'm not trying to diss you, Toroya. I appreciate you. I'm just, going off the cuff. Yeah, I love that era of film cinema. The 70s is my era more so than anything else. I'm not a 90s baby, so my nostalgia is seeing, all that 70s stuff. Yeah, whatever. All right. So, but we're in accord, right, Toroya? Yeah, Toroya is a nice name. Yeah. I don't. Okay, gritty crime flicks. All right. So, did I play? Oh, mystery solved. The last thing I want to talk about. Let me see if I can find this. All right. So, last week, I mentioned that I was going to be in a mural. What are you doing? You're stealing at this point. And I was super duper excited. It's on the desktop. Okay, wait, I gotta do some work. All right, let me do it. I think I stuck it in here before mural. Reelblack mural downloads. Let me make sure. Okay, all right, we are back. All right, so what are you doing? You're just gangster. You're being gangster. Gangstress. Oh, that's one. I gotta look at that. Gangstresses. That might be one to put out. But oh, okay. I should have asked what you were reading. Marshall McLuhan. I don't know that book. But I was looking at medium cool recently, and that's a term that Marshall McLuhan came up with. And there's for those who don't know Marshall McLuhan, I can play a short video of him from a documentary called The Medium is a Massage. And where he predicts what social media has become. So for those who don't know Marshall McLuhan, I can share this with you. Hang on, desktop folder. Marshall McLuhan, without further ado. Predicting social media in 1967.
The harmonious world of electric informational media involves all of us, all at once. Ours is a brand new world of all at onceness.
Global Village is not created by the motor car or even by the airplane. It's created by instant electronic information movement. The Global Village is at once as wide as the planet and as small as a little town where everybody is maliciously engaged and poking his nose into everybody else's business. The Global Village is a world in which you don't necessarily have harmony. You have extreme concern with everybody else's business and much involvement in everybody else's life, the sort of land column writ large. And it doesn't necessarily mean harmony and peace and quiet, but it does mean huge involvement in everybody else's affairs. And so the Global Village is as big as the planet and as small as the village post office.
Yeah, so it's a really good documentary. If you're still up after this, I would highly recommend watching the Marshall McLuhan on Reelblack. Just search Marshall McLuhan and Reelblack. It's a great piece that's on the channel. So, all right. Oh, mystery solved. So, they're doing a mural featuring me If you look closely in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see Reelblack represented. And I'm talking to somebody, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. And mystery solved. We believe that it's Ava DuVernay. The framing is similar to when I talked to Ava. So look at that image, and then I'll freeze this one. I can't put them side by side, but let me know what you think. Do you think that's me talking to Ava DuVernay?
We actually meet.
I think.
I just feel like I've known you forever.
All right, so that's the pose, and then yeah. So I think it is okay. So all right, I have to reach out and let Ava know that she's on the mural. So that's a good thing. All right, mystery solved. All right, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Oh, we didn't do the roll call. If you want to do a roll call real fast, I'll put up what city you're watching from. I'm in Philly. Anybody else? Bueller. Okay. Brooklyn. Of course, Brooklyn's in the house. Brooklyn's always in the house. Uptown. D-Town. Mississippi. Toroya. Did you see Sinners yet? That's set in Mississippi. Okay. Glasses. There's no eyeglasses, L. In the picture. I don't think she's wearing eyeglasses. Let's see. NYC, Wisconsin. Oh, you didn't see Sinners yet? Okay. I think you would appreciate it. They did a really good job with the production design, painting that picture of Clarksdale, Mississippi, 1932. They do an excellent job. I just think they pulled a punch by the way they, it's not a brutal film. It's a very mainstream film. Okay. All right. So let's play the hype reel and then we're out. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
I just feel like I've known you forever. How did we actually meet?
I think.
I just feel like I've known you forever.
This for the hood.
My name is Mike Dennis. I'm the director and editor of Philly Boy.
You are the grand jury winner of the iReport Film Festival. Congratulations.
You're kidding me.
No.
Michael Dennis is founder of Reelblack.com, which creates and promotes black films.
Oscar's so white. It's always been white, so, the question is, what do we do about it?
Hi, I'm Paul Mooney, and welcome to Real Black TV, a.k.a. Real Wesley Snipes Television.
I don't think they know. I don't think they're ready. But we're Real Black. We just come hard with the questions.
Yes.
We always want the truth.
It's really good to meet you too, sir. What's up, Real Black TV? This is Mike.
Well,
Real Black
we talk about black film, black empowerment, black consciousness.
Our crowd and our fan base is loyal, and it's huge. So if this fan base is huge, why is it that we're always crossing over to the other side?
Hey man, the Italians got mafia. Like the Italians, you know what I love about the mafia, the Italians? They protect their neighborhoods. They protect their neighborhoods. They protect their people. We're the only motherfuckers that have no mafia. Black people don't got a mafia. We can't even organize crime.
They found out that they had cured cancer. Hear me now. The number one selling thing would be Pink Week.
You guys were terrific. Not too happy, you know. As a player, I'm a little upset that Steve
You're
had
a player. Oh my!
Looks
You're
good to
not
see.
supposed to tell it. Right. Now, when they meet you, they're gonna know.
They don't want to see us win.
Yeah, my name is Gil Scott Heron, and this is Real Black. This is the program you should be watching all the time, not just when I'm here, but when you got some time. This is something you should take notes of, because there's some real black people on here.
To the Real Black family and all those watching, peace and blessings. Love you.
That's all, folks. All right. Thanks again for hanging out. Peace and blessings. All right. See you next time.